Man, look, I understand summer is over and all, but shit, this video about to help somebody out, because something like this would help me on the beginning. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It is me, your boy Dante, but back here for another video. As you can tell by the title, this is a Balenciaga review. So before we get into the whole, video, make sure you guys like this video. Also subscribe to the channel and ring the post notifications so you know when I'm about to post or when I do post, or however it works. If you're chilling in your house or whatever, and you get the notification like, oh, I just posted, come watch my video and enjoy it. I recorded it for y'all. Hello. Also, if you hear the noise, hopefully I'll try to edit it out. It's the fan, it's hot. But yeah, today's video is like I just said before, today's video is a review on the Balenciaga item. It is the pool, not the pool slide. I don't think they call it the pool slide. It is the Balenciaga slides. I believe that's what they're called. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the name online in a while. I'm not technically sure what it's called. I think it's just the regular slides. This is going to be a video about, well, should you buy the slides, yes or no. The construction of it, the materials, overall review, my thoughts on the whole slide or whatever, okay? We're also going to talk about price point of the slides, which is designer, so, it's not going to be $60. We'll get into that. Alright, y'all. So with these slides, I kind of saw them about a year ago on Matches Fashion, and I was eyeing them, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to spend as much. Because they do retail at $275 if you look on Bergdorf, Saks, the Balenciaga website. Now for me, I paid $260 flat without tax, and just the shipping was that much. So I got them at a cheaper price. You want to know how, right? So what I do is I usually shop across the pond. I usually shop in the European countries, because if you did not know, well, you're about to find out, the items are much cheaper. Everything is much cheaper. Usually the taxes are lower, the price in general is lower. The conversion rate from US dollars to European currency is cheaper, so we'll get a deal. So if you want to save money on your luxury purchase, shop across the motherfucking pond. With these items, again, $275. You buy them in the US, they come around like $300. Again, I paid $260, so I saved about $30 to $40. I only had to wait 2 days to get here, because everything usually ships DHL Express, so everything comes within reasonable time. 2 days time, you'll be fine. So when you get your Balenciaga slides, you get the regular gray box. They transitioned from white to gray, I think last year. Inside, you get your tissue paper, you get your little slide insert to keep the shape. I think you get one dust bag, or you get two, but I think I might be using the second one to store the hat that I have from them. I forgot. These are them. These are the Balenciaga. These are the Balenciaga slides. Okay now. They're just regular black. That's it. Regular logo. They're just regular black. Yeah, these are them. Now, when we first get a new item or whatever, we always go in the box, and this is exactly what we do. We inspect as if we're detectives. Eye level to the slide to see any flaws, to see any intricate details, and then here, we inspect everything. When I did this the first time, boy, this thing smells like factory finish. Chemical, like somebody just took their spray all over the the slide, and just threw it back inside the box. When I say it smells so strong and chemical, I was kind of taken back by it, because I'm like, whoa. If you saw Suicide Squad when they was explaining, like the whole Harley Quinn and Joker relationship, and she jumped in the vat of the chemical, she came out all white shit. That's how it would smell. They do smell like a strong chemical, so be aware of that. The next thing that I noticed was the build, the quality, the construction of the slide. My first thing I noticed was the platform of the slide right here. It's not actually as comfortable as you would think it would be for it to be a slide. If you are accustomed to wearing Adidas slides and Nike slides, and they do give you that kind of cushion feel and everything, these don't do that. These ain't them. So yeah, it's very stiff. So when I first stepped into it, first thing you want to do is try it on. First stepped into it, it was really like walking on the floor. I'm not gonna hold you guys. It was like walking on the floor. It doesn't bend as easy as a natural slide would. not a natural, but like a regular slide would. I do feel like the build of this shoe is a pro and a con. It's, well, I keep saying shoe. The build of the slide is a pro and a con itself. So the con is, again, it's not as comfortable. It's really stiff. You know, it's like you're walking on the bare floor. But then the con is that, you know, when I usually walk in slides, I drag my feet a lot, as does everybody else. And then sometimes when I'm walking, the tip of the slide usually somehow like folds into the ground, and I take a tumble forward. And these, I don't think that's happening. You like straight sailing with these because they don't really bend as much as other slides. To talk about another con that the slide does have, the bottom of the slide is so fucking slippery, and I don't even. I have to curse because you have to understand how slippery it is. It does have these like these little ridges imprinted with the Balenciaga or engraved at the bottom, so you would think it would have some kind of a grip to the ground. I mean, if you're walking outside on concrete, yes, because that's not a smooth surface. But if you are walking on like wood floors, like marble steps and shit, because like most people have marble steps in their buildings or whatever, or carpets, you will take that tumble. I put these on fresh out the box to try them on, and I almost slipped from the living room to the fucking kitchen in these. Take it slow in these slides if I'm walking on wood or anything. If you're going down the stairs, you might want to take some time with these because you don't know, one wrong slip and it's over for you. So don't run down the stairs in these shits because you will fall. Now, since we're done talking about the build and construction of it, we're going to talk about sizing. Sizing is so important when it comes to this slide. I wish there was a video, again, of this slide out on YouTube. There are, but there's none that's actually going in depth of how the slides run and how they are on your feet. These slides, the sizing is crazy. I want to say the sizing and the shape of the slide is crazy, only because these slides are very narrow. And what happens to me, and probably for some of you guys, is that you have wide feet. I have a wide ass foot. So if you have a wide foot, you might want to think about getting these. Well, if you have the chance to go to the store and try them on, go take the trip to Saks or Balenciaga, try them on to make sure if your foot is wide, that your foot will fit in these. Because what you don't want to do is end up
buying a pair of slides online, waiting 3 days to get them, having to return them, and for another 3 days, and you gotta wait like a week to get your money back, then you gotta exchange them, you gotta wait for a new pair to come in.
Just a lot of hassle. So if you can go in the store and try them on, do that. If you didn't know, designer slides, I feel like, are made for narrow feet people. Wide foot people, I feel like we have to be cautious of this. Cause like, we don't want to be popping out the damn slide. Like, imagine like you're told like this is your regular slide and you're told only make it to right here, and everything is just like popping out the damn slide. You don't want to do that. But luckily, like, again, my foot is wide enough. Well, it's not as wide, so they do fit. I'll even put a photo of them how they look on my foot. They do look a little small because I do have socks on them. I don't know, for some reason, you know, I guess just the aesthetic. Every male I think wears socks with their slides unless we're on vacation. You have to account if you want to wear socks with your slides, because if you do, you're going to need some extra wiggle room, you know. Now we are going to touch on the aesthetic and the style choice of the slide. We're talking about Balenciaga, the brand that capitalizes on just taking regular items and shit and just placing their name on it, and somehow it sells out. Our dumbasses always fall for it, and I am one for an example. I always fall for the bullshit. Their whole way of marketing is, okay, we're gonna take something normal like a t-shirt and just put Balenciaga right here on the collarbone and we'll buy it. So you gotta understand, most of the items are basic. What I do want to touch on is that luckily they did, I don't know if the camera's picking it up as much. I had to turn the brightness down. The bottom is just like a black, you know, regular finish, but the top part right here is actually a kind of matte material, and then they chose to contrast the matte material with the white and Balenciaga to make it pop more, which I think was excellent, because, you know, it makes the slide just stick out a little bit more than what it usually would, like compared to a basic one. The matte makes it look so much cleaner. He needs some milk. To the final punch of this video. Should you buy the Balenciaga slides or should you not? That was like, and it's so cliche that I'm about to say this, but it all comes down to you. I'm a little biased because I do like Balenciaga a lot, and I did buy the slides because I do like them. If you have the money to just shell out $275 to basically $300 of tax if you live in the US, but for the most part, US sales tax is a bitch. Yes, if you have the money to shell out, go for it. If you like the brand and you like Balenciaga and you know you just want a clean slide, go for it. It's a calm little flex, you know. I wore them, people staring at my feet. It's gonna draw you some attention if you want that. Hey, you should not buy it if you have feet problems. As far as if you have any kind of like heel problem, I don't even know foot diseases and shit, like foot pain, like I guess arthritis in your feet, I guess stuff like that. If you got some shit wrong with your foot, don't buy them, because again, they're stiff, so you're not gonna really be getting no comfort. Imagine you, I couldn't even imagine you walking around all day with these and your feet would probably be hurting as hell. You should not buy them if your foot is extremely wide. If you have the dinosaur foot, which I'm not foot shaming nobody, I'm just saying people have extra wide feet. Like I've seen people on the train with like the little Jordans on and them shoes look like they about to explode. If you know, if that's you, don't do those slides, because you're gonna be looking like a fool. Even if you try to size up maybe like a size bigger, they might fit like as far as width, but your foot is gonna be looking so small and you're gonna look like a duck basically. You're gonna look like one of them girls who take their boyfriend slides and run to the store real fast and the feet is just like flapping around the ground. I gave you my opinion on them, the do's and the pros and the cons, so take it with what you will. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys also check out my last video, which I'll add in the end cards somewhere. Make sure you guys check out my sticker collection video, my designer sticker collection video, because I got like 2,000 views. Definitely check those out, and I will catch you in the next video.